Hello, my name is Carx82, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 3. I think I'm finally getting used to saying Season 3. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, and I was kind of looking at some of the quests for inspiration, and I think it's time to head to the Twilight Forest. Just need a diamond for processors or electronic circuits, and a basic assembly machine. Well, we got the assembly machine last episode, mostly for just some quality of life stuff. Well, I'm thinking about it. Water tanks, I think, have a tank. There it is. I think they have a thing. So, as we know, they are 5 planks, 2 rods, and a sticky resin. But yeah. There is an assembler recipe. We can do glue at this point, but we don't have plastic. But let's see. Looks like that one. You get 3. It does require steel bolts, so it's not as good as I was thinking it was going to be. Although we do have lathes to produce the steel rods, so maybe something to think about if we expand our coal steam production. Solar, not coal. Solar. Which is one of the reasons I am planning on going to the Twilight Forest. So, yeah, we do have our 1 diamond that we need. And I think I'm just going to... Oh, I did get 2 circuits. I want to say it was a quest. I don't remember where it was, though. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So we get 2 electronic circuits from that quest. So I only need to craft up 2 more. So that's kind of one of the reasons it kind of pushed me into that. Although I do want a cutting machine relatively soon, because I do plan on expanding the base and having a cutting machine to make all our planks and stuff. And slabs will just make that way easier. I did have a thought, though, when I was thinking about, how we're trying to, make the base look kind of cool. I don't love this yet, but it's mostly because it's really difficult to actually build in survival. So, I'm trying to make like a branch out from the main tree. I was going to have it kind of come up, I think, is kind of what the plan. Maybe I'll go more that way. I don't know. We were just kind of experimenting a bit, but I did think instead of doing creative mode, what ends if I just gave myself like an infinity chest for creative flight and then just used resources that I gathered to build. So that way it's not quite as bad. I did think about doing creative mode and then just keeping track of the blocks that I used, but then I was like, trying to count every single time I place a block would be insane. But yeah, I was thinking, what if I just give myself... flight is basically the main issue. So I was thinking maybe just doing that, but actually building the base from materials that I've gathered. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below about that. I feel like that's a little bit of a thing. I just don't want to... Like, it's... When I'm crafting up stuff and my lathe running for 100 seconds, it's like the perfect time to be like creative building instead of just AFKing. All right, well, enough of that. Let me get the circuits going. I can't remember where I was at. Oh right, I think I needed vacuum. That's right. So yeah, I needed some of these. I think it was 6 if I think so. Yep, we'll come back and head to the Twilight Forest. All right, I am just doing the last part here. I think is the steel casings. I haven't crafted a whole bunch of those, like wires and fine wires and stuff. I usually just craft up a bunch, but steel is a little bit precious at the moment. Speaking of steel, I need to check my blast furnace. All right, there we go. Okay, so we should be good here. Yeah, that is 30 seconds. We are good. Got 8 more steel. Yeah, I forgot to redo these. I'm gonna automate this, obviously. At the moment, this is like purely just doing it manually. But yeah, that is gonna be 100% automated. Probably sooner rather than later. I am thinking of just doing some coke ovens down by my cactus farm as well. Okay, there we go. There is the portal generator. I did think I was going to get a ding there. It's over here in... Where are we? Where is... There. Novice Thaumaturgy. Uh-oh. Oh, no, just kidding. That's the... If you lose it when you're in there. That's what I'm... That's the quest. Where are you? You're, Thought it was... Alright. I need to open it up. Because the quest, I don't want it to... What is it? What's this? Was the name of it? Oh, is that... It's locked behind... I know what it's locked behind. Yeah, it's locked behind this quest. Alright, I do have silverwood saplings and greywood saplings. I just haven't harvested them. I did buy saplings. Don't you need 4 of those for it to grow? Alright, that was a little anticlimactic. Let me grow this silverwood sapling, and... Actually... I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be able to harvest the greatwood sapling. I guess I could grab more. There is a coin quest to get the saplings, so maybe I should just turn in another one. Alright, yeah, it's right here. I think I actually need to do... Because we need 2x2, don't we? For the greatwood? Alright, I actually had to do a little bit of Googling here. Because I couldn't remember the growth requirements. Apparently, the greatwood sapling you only need 1. I placed the saplings here, and it kind of grew on the corner. So, yeah, I thought it needed a 2x2 like a spruce tree, but apparently it didn't. Now, I broke 5 blocks and then replaced them because I don't need them at the moment, and I hate when trees, like, I'm just, one of those, like, I can't, like, chop down half a tree and then leave half of the tree. It is, like, it drives me nuts. So I'm like, you know what, I don't want to have, like, a whole lot of this tree, so I just placed the blocks down again. But I think the silverwood sapling might actually be the same. Now, unfortunately, you can't bone meal it to make it grow. I think it has enough room to grow there, but now that this has grown, I don't think those leaves are blocking it. I could be wrong, but I think this has enough room. It needs like I think I read it needs to be like 3 blocks out of clear space above it, but I'll let that go. That only took a few minutes to grow the greatwood sapling. So, all right, we'll let that grow, and then I'll complete the silverwood quest, and then, first of all, that'll actually finish the very first chapter, which, that's kind of cool. And a lot of these quests we can actually do, I just haven't done them. Oh, there we go. I did that one. You don't really need the program. Well, you do, kind of. But you don't really need the program circuits anymore. Like, I don't think I used this at all in the last season, because now you can you can right-click circuits in your inventory. Oh, did it grow? It did just grow. I wonder if it has... Do we think it has a thing in it? I can't... Well, I don't have the thermometer, so I can't see it, but... I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, if you grow a silverwood sapling, does it have a chance to... That does look like it's lit up a bit, doesn't it? I don't know, but usually there might be a note in it. Anyway, we got our thing. So let me I'm going to grab 5 blocks just to complete the quest, and then I may actually just put the blocks back because I don't need them at the moment. I know this sounds silly, but I just hate when... That log looks weird. Is there a note in that one? Why does that log look weird? Ding. All right, there we go. Yeah, let me put the logs back. Also, kind of obsessed you can do that, by the way. Okay, so where do we want to put the Twilight Forest portal? Yeah, let me... Do I want to put it down here? I don't have a great place up in the base yet. So I may actually just push it... I might just put it down here, kind of like... somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it right here. Also, does it need to have flowers in this version? I don't remember. We can always try. There's tons of flowers all over the place. You can see them. Also, does it bug anyone else if you have running water? When it's like in a lake? Like doing this? Does that... I can't really see it, so it's not going to bug me too much. But it kind of bugs me. Alright, let's see if this works. No. Alright, it does look like it needs the flowers. I figured it probably did, but yeah. Let me grab some flowers. I do have some flowers. Oh, there's a bunch over here, actually. A mob must have done that. Although I am noticing there is not that many monsters spawning in this biome. I'm not sure... Well, one, I always sleep through the night. But two, I'm kind of wondering if being up... I think we need 8, but I'll grab 12 just in case. Don't ask me why I'm only grabbing the red ones. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if like being 20 something blocks, like am I higher than the mob spawn level kind of thing? What am I trying to say? Like, am I too far away from the mobs for them to spawn, or is that just a feature of this biome? Alright, I'll do it like that, because I don't think you actually need the corners. I could be wrong, but... Do I have to click on it? What did I do wrong? I know it's different in the... I know it's different in this than usual, obviously, because usually it's just a diamond, but... I don't think it needs to be deeper than that, right? Alright, there it goes. So you do need the flowers on the edges. I didn't realize that. Alright, so we'll just hop in because Twilight Forest is actually... Why am I falling? I don't like that I'm falling. That makes me nervous. Alright. I may have... Was I like... falling down the tree or something? I don't know. Alright, there is the thing. Let's do this right away. Otherwise, I will lose the portal. But, alright, there we go. We are in the Twilight Forest. If you've ever played modded Minecraft, this is in every single mod pack. And to be honest, I'm kind of tired of Twilight Forest progression, but it is what it is. Alright, I am actually not... Is that... Are those mushrooms? Cave system over there. Okay, usually there is actually... Is that a maze? It almost looks like a maze. Usually there is the Naga thing right by us, but it does not look like there is one. Okay, I'm going to run back to the overworld. I'm going to grab some ladders, I think, now that they're like super, super easy to craft up. Because I want to find a silver vein. Now, I was thinking we could use the ore finder one, but I'm pretty sure I processed all my silver into ingot, so I don't think that will actually work with the ore finder wand. But yeah, let me grab some stuff, and I might actually just do some digging, see if I can find a silver vein, and then we'll come back. Well, that was fast. There is the portal. I dug down like 4 blocks, found soapstone, and I dug down about 6 blocks over here and found a silver, lead, galena, and cryolite vein. Now, cryolite was added after we passed this part in our first series. So I've never actually had to deal with the cryolite before. Now, let me just see. Sporadic. Okay, so silver is the bottom of this vein. Is that also? Is this a different vein? I don't remember silver spawning this much, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I thought it was like lead and... Yeah, maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought silver used to be like a sporadic, because I remember it being kind of hard to find. Alright, so that is that layer. I'm just trying to get the layers right. Right? Yeah. And then this is this 3x3 layer. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, we are just absolutely flowing in silver here. Am I crazy? I don't remember this much silver at all. I remember mining out just massive amounts of galena that I couldn't process for the silver that I was trying to find. All right, now cryolite is definitely not... There is not a lot of this at all. And we're going to need it for our first aluminum. Oh, you get 16 per... Well, okay, no, 8 probably. Yeah, 8 for 1 ore. All right, so that's not as bad as I thought it would be. All right, I already have 32 ore. That's... okay, I'm going to mine out a bit more. This is giving me... This is basically... we're getting enough silver for solar boilers for days and days here. I don't know how much of that either we're going to need. Small amethyst ore. I don't know if that is just a random vein in anywhere, or does that... is that saying there is like an amethyst chunk or amethyst... No, that doesn't spawn in the Twilight Forest. This apparently does. Yeah, so you can see. All right, so that, yeah, that doesn't tell me. That. I was just kind of curious if we're like on top of another vein there. Man, I cannot get over how much of this is in here. I do need a bunch of lead as well, so I'm going to mine some of that up for the lead that we need. Because we'll need that for batteries eventually. Galena, we can't really process until we get... Actually, you can just smelt it directly into... Yeah, you can't process galena until you get the electrolyzer. Wait, hold on. You could just smelt galena? Man, that makes that a million times easier. Because originally, I remember it used to be you needed an electrolyzer, which needed MV, so it kind of just sat in your... It just sat in your chest forever, but... Now you can just smelt that directly into lead. Wow, that is pretty amazing. Okay, let me do a bunch of mining and we'll be back in the base. Okay, we are back, and something seems to have happened to my blast furnace. For some reason, the cactus coke doesn't seem to be working. And I'm not entirely sure because there's literally the recipe, and I've been using it for that. Also, usually if you do the single ingots, you get 8. It's every 8 cactus cokes for 1 ingot. So if you do a block, you actually get 9 for the same amount, but not turning on for some reason. There's nothing in the inputs. So I'm not sure what just happened. I'm like, did we break it or something? I'm not entirely sure. See if that works. Yeah, something. There was something there. I did just pull out. There's some ashes over there, as you can see. I am wondering if maybe that it just didn't register that the ashes had been pulled out. I don't know. Just a minor little bug. I also threw some more just regular spruce wood in there for some smelting, because you may actually hear it. I am smelting up some things here, and we will eventually get better smelting capabilities, but sometimes when you are smelting like 100 and something of these coke oven bricks, like it's good to just have a regular furnace. You don't need to, they don't need to be going through here like I am doing. Actually, that's enough for a coke oven, another coke oven. All right, cool. I'm also crafting up the things that we need for our upgraded, where did I put there it is. The upgraded solar boiler. Is it that? I have a feeling it's a hammer. Yeah, I thought it was a hammer. Right, there we go. Bricked wrought iron hull. Now I actually, when I first looked at this recipe, I just kind of assumed that was steel. I thought that was 5 steel plates, but it's actually wrought iron. I didn't realize that. This is cheaper than I thought it would. Because now the small steel pipes, we get the 1-to-1 ratio. So the recipe gives 6 small pipes, so 6. Like, this is only 2 steel. That's, I guess, where I was going with that long-winded explanation. Yeah, it's only 2 steel. The main problem, though, was the silver. But now that we've hit the mother lode with the silver, and I have like a whole stack there, that's 128 there. I haven't done yet. What time is it? 5:50. All right. So almost time to sleep again. Just, yeah. I'm actually going to replace these. I know it's like silly. Why not just add another one and then you'll have the thing, but this is 3 times as efficient as those. So I'm gonna pretty quickly here replace those, and then we won't have to worry about them at all. Actually, like right after we do this, I'll probably craft up a few more of these, or at least 2 more. I mean, I have the steel for it. Silver. So these require triple plates. We'll get that going. Let me sleep, because we are using solar power. You gotta be on top of it. It is a bit of a pain, but I mean, it's free power basically. Like, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have quite enough. Yeah, we'll have enough to do all 9, I think. Okay, so once we get this, though, I do need to kind of sort out where we're going to do this. I have a feeling I'm probably going to do the steam production, maybe. I was thinking like up top, not necessarily up top, because this technically will be, that would be like inside. Right now it's open on the top, but I was thinking like maybe doing like a whole bunch of the boilers and then piping the steam down. But the problem with that is the pipes are, you know, kind of expensive at this point. They're not as expensive, but if you want to do the bigger, it really will, it'll really go through your resources. We could always do steel pipes. Again, I don't know if... Actually, I think it's fluid pipe is what you would search, yeah. We could do steel, but I don't think it is quite worth it yet. What are we at? Oh, bronze. Yeah, so we're using these bronze 2400. To do better than that, I would have to use this, and it's 3 steel per pipe. So, like, that can get pretty crazy. Especially we don't have a huge production of. We don't have a huge production of steel yet. We're working on it. Okay, what was that? Oh, I was doing these pipes. Right, I'm gonna try to do this. I don't know if this is actually a recipe. No. But if you look at the thing, there is a recipe, but it uses like the IC2 hammer. I was like, I don't think that's more dictionary. What we have to do is make a double plate and then make a single and merge them together, but you can't do that in a bending machine yet. So we'll just do that. I think it's above it. Yeah. And then the same to make a triple. I forgot I needed 3. All right. So there. And there we go. All right, high pressure solar boiler. And even if you forget about this forever and ever, it's still, even when it calcifies, it produces what this does at full. So I think it is worth it. Now, I do have to be a little careful here with the water. You might want to... Did I pick up? I didn't. Where did it go? There it is. I was like, I didn't think I picked that up. It might be wise to upgrade these pipes, actually. And we don't even, they don't need to be wooden either. Wooden is just cheap. Like if I did these, now we have an assembler. Oh, that's kind of annoying. And wood planks are a little annoying as well. It's actually, to be honest, it's almost easier just to do it that way. That doesn't feel like, well, you do get 2 from it, but yeah, I just don't know how much water this is gonna consume, so I'm a little concerned, but all right, let's just throw it down. Okay, I'll keep an eye on it just to make sure these don't start dropping. I mean, we're not even really using that one at the moment, but yeah, you just got to be careful that this can fill up fast enough, because this only does 100 millibuckets. Yeah, let me upgrade that really quick. Okay, I am back, and I was just looking at the recipe, and it's actually, that's 2100 seconds for a block of, or 10 steel ingots. That's actually like a significant, that's like a significant improvement over using charcoal. Yeah, as you can see, it usually takes 3600 seconds. Actually, let's do, okay, 3240 is what you would get if you use like coal. If we did coal coke, it's 2400 seconds, but yeah, it's 2160 in here if we do that. So it is actually faster to do the steel with the cactus coke, which now I'm like, maybe I wasn't so crazy with doing cactus coke. I don't know. Originally, I just kind of like did it as a bit of a meme, but yeah, I'm thinking we might want to expand this a bit. Maybe a couple more layers. I would probably dig down as opposed to dig up, I think, for the cactus farm. But yeah, you can see I've gone ahead and built the coke oven under here, and it's a bit hard to tell, but the hopper is just going directly into this, and I'm just kind of waiting to see if it keeps up with the farm. If I decide I want to do this, I'll do pipes and have it go into multiple coke ovens. The only problem with that is if we sleep. The only problem with that is it makes it harder to expand if I build the farm down. I just don't particularly want to have like a huge thing of a huge tower right next to my thing. I don't know. I'll have to think about what I want to do with this. It's relatively quick to. I think I built the second layer in about 15 minutes or something like that. Now that I know what kind of layout I wanted, it was actually pretty quick. So I may do that. And then we'll pipe all this stuff into coke ovens, and then they need to go into other coke ovens. So I might actually do underneath, have a space, and then another layer of coke ovens that like these get pulled out of, and we could, the easiest way would just be doing hoppers, which, now that I think about it, hoppers. This is the recipe without an assembler. That is the recipe with, like, holy cow, is that a million times easier with the assembler. So yeah, I definitely am happy with doing that. But all right, so you can see the current coke oven, my farm is, the coke oven can keep up with it, which is pretty cool. All right, so I am happy with that. Let's just really quickly finish up these things. I know it's kind of slow running up and down the ladder, but to be honest, it doesn't bother me at all when I'm just playing normally. But when you're recording, it's like a little bit of downtime. All right, let me just do these, and then we can plop these down. What was that? It was like above, wasn't it? Gotta be careful I don't convert all of it, because I wanted 6. There. Boop, boop. All right. Well, there we go. That is 3 boilers. We have just like dramatically increased our our steam production. Like, holy cow. We went from what? 120, 120. I don't know what the coal boiler does. It doesn't. Oh, 120. So we basically just tripled our steam production. Yeah. 120 liters per second each to 360 liters per second each. And I just realized this one's not going to run because I don't have a glass ceiling. Do I have a piece of glass anywhere? All right, there we go. All right, well, anyway, that is going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.